Hold your breath, my daring friend, as I plunge you into the murky depths of Trinidad's chilling tale. Picture it, a sun-kissed day, azure waves lapping at the shore, and a team of maintenance divers dancing with danger. Their mission? To uncork an oil pipeline, a colossal serpent slumbering beneath the sea. The first diver, adrenaline coursing through his veins, wrestles with the stubborn plug. But then, like a vengeful sea monster, the pipeline awakens. It inhales, a voracious gulp that swallows him whole. He escapes its clutches, gasping for air, but the ocean's belly remains hungry. Now, my friend, imagine the others, the forsaken four, trapped in that oily abyss. Their world shrinks to a claustrophobic pipe, slick with viscous darkness. The air pocket, a fragile lifeline, mocks them. Each breath tastes of petroleum, a bitter communion with fate. Days stretch into eternity. Their eyes, wide as moons, scan the inky walls. Desperation claws at their throats. They whisper secrets to the pipe, hoping it will listen. The oil coats their skin, seeping into their souls. And then silence. The air pocket dwindles, a dying star. Their lungs scream for release, but the pipe clings to them like a jealous lover. Darkness claims them one by one. Their final breaths, echoes in the abyss, meld with the oil, lost to eternity. So, my friend, when you lie awake at night, haunted by their torment, remember this. Life can be a treacherous dance, and sometimes the sea devours not just bodies, but hope itself. In the chill of a Midwestern night, amidst the whispers of Enfield, Illinois, there unfolded a tale that whispered of the uncanny and the unseen. The year was 1973, a time when shadows seemed deeper and the veil between worlds appeared thinner. Henry McDaniel, a man of sound mind and solid demeanour, found himself ensnared in a web of the inexplicable. In hushed tones he recounted to the press a chilling encounter that befell him within the confines of his own yard. With a tremor in his voice, he described a creature that defied the natural order. It had 3 legs on it, a short body, and 2 little short arms, and 2 pink eyes as big as flashlights. The words hung heavy in the air, painting a portrait of a dread that lingered long after they were spoken. Yet the terror did not cease with the sightings alone. The investigative gaze of authorities uncovered further evidence of the otherworldly. Scratches etched upon the door screen, and footprints bearing an aberrant pattern akin to a dog's, yet bearing 6 ominous toes. McDaniel's assertions carried an air of grim certainty, as if he had glimpsed into a realm beyond comprehension. If they do find it, he forewarned, they will find more than one, and they won't be from this planet, I can tell you that. Such words, pregnant with portent, left the community of Enfield shrouded in a pool of unease. And as the sands of time continued their relentless march, the mystery endured, a riddle unsolved, a spectre unexorcised. To this day the enigma lingers, an indelible mark upon the annals of the unexplained, leaving us to ponder the shadows that dwell at the fringes of our understanding. In the depths of Colombia, nestled amidst the rugged terrain, there stands the ominous silhouette of Hotel del Salto. Its walls, like sentinels of a forgotten era, bear witness to tales whispered in hushed tones, tales that weave a tapestry of dread and despair. More a repository of spectral echoes than a haven for the living, this edifice, ensconced near the precipice of Tequendama Falls, beckons to those curious souls who dare to tread its haunted halls. Conceived by the visionary architect Carlos Arturo Tapias in the twilight of 1923, the hotel, once a beacon of opulence, now languishes in desolation. Its grandeur, a mere facade for the tragedies that lurk within, has long been eclipsed by the shadows of its past. Forlorn and forgotten, it stands as a monument to the macabre, a relic of a bygone era. From its perch high above the cascading waters, guests were once treated to vistas of unparalleled beauty. Yet amidst the splendour, a sinister undercurrent coursed through the very soul of the hotel. Tales abound of visitors drawn too close to the edge, lured by the hypnotic allure of the falls, only to meet their tragic demise in the icy embrace below. The name bestowed upon this cursed enclave, Hotel of the Leap, speaks volumes of the horrors that have unfolded within its walls. Echoes of a distant past reverberate through the annals of time, as whispers of the indigenous Muisca tribe resonate in the wind. Legend holds that they too sought refuge from the encroaching spectre of colonization by plunging into the abyss, their desperate leaps echoing through the ages. Thus, the Hotel del Salto stands not as a testament to luxury or leisure, but as a sombre reminder of the fragility of life and the inexorable grip of fate. Within its labyrinthine corridors, the past and present intertwine, each step a precarious dance with the unknown. And as night descends upon the weary traveller, the echoes of the fallen resonate anew, a chilling requiem for those who dared to defy the abyss. In the heart of Villisca, Iowa, nestled amidst the whispering cornfields, stands a house shrouded in the murky veil of a ghastly past. The Villisca Axe Murder House, a sombre monument to an unsolved atrocity, beckons to those with a morbid curiosity and a penchant for the macabre. The year was 1912, when the tranquil night was shattered by the sickening sound of a blade cleaving through flesh and bone. Within those walls, innocence met its gruesome demise, as 6 children and 2 adults fell victim to the merciless swing of an unknown assailant's axe, their skulls crushed, their lives snuffed out in a haze of terror that still lingers, haunting the very essence of the abode. In the year of our Lord, 1994, a bold endeavour was undertaken. The house, steeped in tragedy, was resurrected from the shadows of obscurity, meticulously restored to its 1912 state, a transformation not of redemption, but of preservation, a testament to the unyielding grip of history upon the living. Yet this spectral sanctum, now a beacon for the curious and the intrepid, bears witness to more than mere echoes of the past. For a price, the brave souls willing to tread its creaking floors may indulge in an overnight stay, their dreams haunted by the lingering spectres of bygone horrors. Reports abound of spectral apparitions, of a figure wielding an axe that gleams malevolently in the dim candlelight. Visitors speak in hushed tones of disembodied cries, the ethereal wails of innocent souls lost to the ravages of time. But it was in the chill embrace of November in the year 2014 that the shadows cast by this house of horrors deepened. Robert Stephen Lawson Jr., a traveller from distant lands, found himself ensnared in a nightmare not of his own making. In the dead of night, amidst companions and whispers of the beyond, tragedy unfurled its darkened wings. A wound, self-inflicted and steeped in enigma, pierced his chest. An echo, perhaps, of the violence that had stained those walls a century prior. The hands of fate, it seemed, moved with a cruel symmetry, for the hour of his despair mirrored that of the long-forgotten massacre. Silence descended upon the house once more, broken only by the muted sobs of Martha Lynn, its guardian and tender of its grim legacy. For her, the spectre of tragedy was not a thing of legend, but a harsh reality, casting a pall over the very foundation of her stewardship. The Villisca axe murder house, despite the darkness that clings to its time-worn visage, stands resolute. Its doors, though heavy with the weight of history, remain open to those who dare to confront the shadows of the past. And so the saga endures, a whispered tale of horror and despair, echoing through the corridors of time. In the quaint suburbs of Houston, nestled within the warmth of a family home, there unfolded a chilling tale that would bewilder even the most steadfast skeptic. It was not the typical relic of antiquity that bore the mark of the supernatural, but rather a seemingly innocuous plaything. A Disney's frozen Elsa doll, gifted with all the innocence and joy of Christmas in the year 2013. As recounted by the esteemed journalists of KPRC2 Houston News, this doll, adorned in the likeness of the beloved character from the popular animated film, enchanted its young owners with phrases and melodies from the enchanted realm of Frozen. Yet, beneath its cheerful facade, lurked a disquieting anomaly. For 2 years it dutifully recited its lines in the dulcet tones of English, a familiar cadence to the ears of its keepers, the Madonia family. However, in the year 2015, an inexplicable metamorphosis took hold. Without warning or reason, the doll's utterances began to alternate between English and Spanish, defying the conventional mechanisms of its construction. No button, no switch could account for this eerie deviation. It was as though the spirit of the doll itself was awakened to an unknown realm of linguistic duality. Emily Madonia, the matriarch of the household, recounted with a shiver how the doll, defying the natural order of things, would stir to life even when ostensibly powered down. Its voice would pierce the silence of the night, a haunting melody echoing through the corridors of their home, chilling their very souls. Fearing the encroaching darkness that seemed to envelop their once tranquil abode, the Madonia family took a drastic step. In December of 2019, they banished the accursed doll from their midst, consigning it to the depths of their refuse. Yet in a macabre twist of fate, the doll returned, unbidden, nestling itself within the sanctuary of their living room bench. Elsa's song, once a comforting refrain, now carried a sinister resonance, her voice warped by unseen forces into the unfamiliar cadence of Spanish. Undeterred by their efforts to cast off this spectral presence, the family resolved to sever all ties with the haunted doll. With hearts heavy with trepidation, they dispatched Elsa to a distant acquaintance in the far-off lands of Minnesota. Bound tightly to the front bumper of his vehicle, the doll embarked on a journey fraught with uncertainty. Yet, as the days turned to weeks, and the weeks to months, there came no word of Elsa's return. In a final bid to rid themselves of this haunting spectre, the Madonia family watched with bated breath as their friend's truck disappeared into the horizon, carrying with it the cursed relic. And though the passing of time brought respite from the doll's haunting presence, whispers lingered in the night. Tales of a frozen princess condemned to wander the world, forever seeking her way home. Thank you for joining me, my friend. I hope you enjoyed those chilling tales, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment down below. And I look forward to sitting with you again very soon.